The first thing we're going to do is remove the protective film from the windshield. Now we're going to install the lower bracket to the lower portion of the windshield, ensuring that the curvature of this bracket is matching up with the curved portion of the lower windshield. Use the M6x20 Allen headed screw, the M6 nylock nut, the sealing washer. When installing the sealing washer to your M6 screw, ensure that the seal portion is facing the windshield. Install the middle bracket to the inner face of the windshield, the same as the lower bracket, ensuring that this portion of the windshield here is going into the slit and not all the holes are lined up. Use the same hardware used on the lower bracket on the middle bracket. Install the bulb seal, starting at the top portion of the windshield here, falling all the way around where the windshield's going to hit the hood, all the way up to this corner here. As you get to the curved portion of the windshield, be sure to apply ample amounts of pressure to ensure it's fully seated. Then once you get to the edge, you're going to want to cut off the excess. Now we're going to install 2 cage clamps to our upper bracket, resting the cage clamp on the edge, ensuring that these 2 holes here line up, and then also the hole on the bottom lines up. Now take the M6x20 screw, install the lock washer, then the flat washer. And now we're ready to install it to our bracket. Now we're going to take our M8 Allen headed screw, install the lock washer first, and then the flat washer. And go ahead and install the screw. Using the M6 nylock nut and the M6x1.0 Allen headed screw, we're going to attach the hinges to the upper bracket. Ensure that this face of the hinge is facing away from the cage clamp. If you have a roof installed on your machine, this is going to be the time that we're going to remove all of the hardware across the front, attaching it to the cage in order to complete the rest of the installation. Measure a piece of flat seal for each of the positions on the cage. And then cut it. Attach the flat seal to these locations. Attach the upper bracket to the cage, ensuring that the cutout fits around the intrusion bars. Attach each of the 2 gas struts to a cage clamp, like so. Now we're going to attach the gas strut to the machine. ensuring that the flat portion of the cage clamp is facing towards the front of the machine. Be sure not to fully tighten the screws, so this is still adjustable. So whenever we get the windshield on, we can get it in its final location. Now we're going to attach the catches to the remainder of our cage clamps using our M8 Allen headed screw, our M8 lock washer, and our M8 flat washer. Install the passenger side catch to the cage of the machine. Be sure not to fully tighten any of the hardware until everything's adjusted and in its final place. Now do the exact same thing on the driver's side. Install the windshield to the machine, making sure the holes here and here are lined up with the hinges. Using the M6 by 1.0 Allen headed screw and the M6 nylock nut, we're going to attach the hinges to the windshield. Attach the gas strut to the lower bracket using an M8 nylock nut. Now do the same thing on the driver's side. Now shut the windshield. Once the windshield's closed, you'll know whether you need to adjust your cage clamp that's holding your gas strut or not. If everything's good and lined up, the windshield will close. Go ahead and tighten up all your hardware. Now we're going to go ahead and make sure that our latch lines up with our catch. And just kind of rotate the cage clamps just enough so that if you see here, the latch is going through the catch, and we know that whenever we close it, it's going to grab a hold of the latch real nice. So that's where we want it. Now we're going to go ahead and release it. That way it doesn't pull us out of adjustment. Go ahead and let that up. And right here is where we're going to want to go ahead and tighten all our hardware, and we're good to go. Attach the square foam to this portion of the upper bracket. Then once you get here, go ahead and cut off the excess. Install the rectangular piece of foam to the middle bracket, following this all the way across to the other side. Now once you get here, go ahead and cut off the excess. Now that the windshield's fully installed, we'll need to cut the bulb seal around the cage clamps to ensure that the windshield seals properly. We're going to take our razor knife and make a slice here, here, and then here, and here. Now do the same thing on the driver's side. So that's how super easy it is to install SuperATV's flip windshield on this Textron Wildcat XX. For more information on this windshield or any of SuperATV's great products, give us a call at 855-743-3427 or check us out online at superatv.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day.